How's it going, everybody? The PlayStation Summer Sale is running from now until July 29th, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, that's enough yapping from me, so let's get straight into it. For $40, 43% off. Digimon Story Time Stranger is an RPG where a secret agent meets an unknown creature before a city-leveling explosion, then reawakens 8 years earlier to solve the mystery of the collapse. Journey between the parallel human world and the digital world Iliad, forming chance encounters that shape your path across time and change fate itself, and raise more than 450 Digimon for dynamic, strategic turn-based battles with deep customization. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $21, 40% off, Resonance of Fate is a multi-gun battle RPG remastered in 4K HD, set in a distant future where humanity survives on a ravaged Earth relying on Basil, a machine that controls the environment. Play as mercenaries supporting the ruling class as the fate of the world hangs in the balance through numerous gunfights, immersed in a steampunk aesthetic and soaring soundtrack by Motoi Sakuraba and Kohei Tanaka, all rendered in high resolution. It's a 73 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 75 hours to platinum. For $40, 43% off. Atelier Yumia, the Alchemist of Memories in the Envisioned Land follows Yumia, an alchemist yearning for the truth hidden in a ruined continent where alchemy is deemed taboo. Freely traverse the vast open continent in all directions, gathering ingredients to synthesize items key to combat, exploration, and story progress, using simple synthesis to craft tools on the fly, and the building feature to construct and decorate your own bases. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 65 hours to platinum. For $15, 70% off. Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne drops you into a post-apocalyptic Tokyo ravaged by the Conception, a cataclysmic event that has dissolved the world into chaos and filled its ruins with demons. You'll navigate the eerie landscape negotiating with or battling demons, fusing them into increasingly powerful allies, and making morally complex choices that shape the fate of gods and determine what kind of world rises from the ashes. It's an 84 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $37, 75% off. The Borderlands Collection, Pandora's Box, bundles all 6 core games and their add-on content, from the original Borderlands to Borderlands 3 and New Tales. Explore Pandora and beyond as Vault Hunters, engaging in over-the-top firefights, crafting powerful builds, and taking on fearsome bosses in solo or co-op play, packed with iconic stories and absurdly varied arsenals across the definitive Borderlands experience. It's a 79 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 230 hours to get all 6 platinums. For $30, 40% off. Age of Mythology Retold Premium Edition is a mythological RTS that combines the base game with expansions, exclusive god packs, and bonus content for a fully loaded, immersive experience. Command legendary units, harness the power of gods like Freyr and Tsukuyomi, build mighty civilizations, and engage in epic campaigns or online and local multiplayer battles, all with streamlined console controls and endless replayability. It's an 88 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $16, 35% off. Lost Eidolons Veil of the Witch is a tactical roguelite RPG where death is only the beginning and every run reshapes your fate on a cursed island. Engage in grid-based, turn-based combat that emphasizes positioning, elemental interactions, armor breaking, and skill synergies, recruiting a squad of 5 from 9 characters, with branching paths, random events, and endgame challenges like Trials mode. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $21, 40% off. The Gorn Collection bundles Gorn and Gorn 2, delivering the ultimate VR gladiator experience with physics-driven combat, outrageous weapons, and violent arena battles. In Gorn, creatively strike down waves of opponents with swords, maces, bows, nunchucks, or your bare hands, while Gorn 2 expands the madness with new weapons, traps, power-ups, and 5 epic battles against the sons of the god of the Afterlife. It's a 78 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 20 hours to finish both games. For $12, 50% off. Saltsea Chronicles follows Captain Maja's misfit crew as they hoist their ship to mount a rescue, guiding them across a post-flood world exploring strange communities and a deep conspiracy. Choose which island to visit and crew member to send each chapter, uncovering secrets, creating and resolving tensions, and adding new members as you track your captain's disappearance in Merle's log and collect encounters as stickers in the almanac. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $11, 55% off, Fabledom is an accessible city builder set in a world where fairy tales become reality, letting you settle the land and grow your village. Collect resources to expand and shape your kingdom, explore a world filled with giants, witches, and flying pigs, court a queen or king to shape your city building mechanics, build your economy and navigate diplomacy with neighboring kingdoms, and assemble a town watch to defend against vile neighbors. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $12, 75% off, the Mafia Trilogy is a collection of 3 definitive editions spanning generations of organized crime. Mafia rebuilds Tommy Angelo's rise through the Salieri family, Mafia 2 remasters Vito Scaletta's climb through the mob's golden era with his friend Joe, and Mafia 3 follows Vietnam veteran Lincoln Clay rebuilding a new family and taking revenge after the Italian Mafia betrays and kills his own. It's a 73 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 100 hours to finish all 3 games. For $12, 50% off, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes is a surreal, non-linear mystery set inside an old European hotel, where a woman is drawn into a bizarre, enigmatic project and confronted with illusions that grow steadily more dangerous, strange, and mind-bending. An immense variety of handcrafted puzzles awaits, each posing new riddles and intricate challenges that test your perception, logic, and creativity as the enigmatic story gradually unravels. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $19, 25% off, Wylde Flowers is a cozy life and farming sim with a witchy twist, following Tara as she arrives on a rural island to help her grandmother revive the family farm. Explore magical realms, beaches, and forests around Fairhaven, grow the farm into a haven of crops and animals, wield a wand and broomstick to control the weather and seasons, and get to know a voice-acted cast while falling in love and uncovering a hidden darkness in the town. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 120 hours to platinum. For $12, 75% off, Everspace 2 is a fast-paced single-player space shooter blending dogfights, RPG-style progression, and looter-shooter mechanics into one sprawling adventure. Pilot customizable starfighters through 7 star systems and over 100 handcrafted locations filled with outlaw gangs, alien species, hidden treasures, and dangerous mysteries, using dodges, rolls, boosts, and heavy firepower to dismantle foes and gather loot to upgrade your ship. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 70 hours to platinum. For $29, 20% off, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance is an action RPG set in the Dungeons & Dragons world, where you battle through dangerous dungeons and uncover a sinister plot threatening Baldur's Gate and its surrounding regions. Fight using melee weapons, cast powerful spells, and explore dungeon-filled environments, while solving puzzles, collecting loot, and facing hordes of enemies in real-time combat. It's an 84 on game rankings, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $15, 50% off. For $20, Metro Awakening is a gripping, story-driven VR first-person adventure that fully immerses you in the haunting, post-apocalyptic tunnels of the Moscow Metro, blending stealth, combat, and atmospheric exploration like never before. You play as a doctor navigating radiation, mutants, and deadly threats, while searching for your missing wife and the vital medication she desperately needs, confronting the line between life, death, and the spirit world. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $15, 70% off. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Special Edition bundles the base game with a Super Pass, all 4 Super Packs, early access to future Trunks, and the Hero of Justice pack set. Create your own avatar, explore Content City, and train under iconic characters as you customize appearance, abilities, and moveset while battling enemies to protect history, with online multiplayer showdowns, raid battles against giant foes, and years of DLC to explore. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $20, 50% off. Danganronpa 1 and 2 Reload bundles both high-stakes murder mystery visual novels, Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc and Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. At Hope's Peak Academy, the nation's best students are trapped in a twisted winner-takes-all killing game, forced to investigate murders, gather evidence, and survive deadly class trials, while uncovering hidden motives, shocking betrayals, and chilling psychological challenges. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. For $11, 45% off. Death's Gambit Afterlife is a brutal and atmospheric 2D action RPG where you serve as Death's right hand, battling the undying guardians of Cyrodiil in a desperate struggle to uncover the cost of immortality. This definitive edition expands on the original with new levels, bosses, massive mechanical overhauls that deepen progression, add new weapons and abilities, and reshape how you approach every encounter. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $30, 40% off. Styx, Blades of Greed is a stealth-focused fantasy adventure where you play as a cunning goblin chasing the powerful resource quartz in a world on the brink of war. With vast vertical environments, abilities like cloning, invisibility, and mind control, and a Zeppelin-based crew system, you'll explore places like the Wall, Turquoise Dawn, and Akanesh, while tackling missions with total freedom and creative player-driven approaches. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $30, 40% off. Raidou Remastered: The Mystery of the Soulless Army is a supernatural detective RPG casting you as a devil summoner and apprentice detective, investigating a mysterious kidnapping in Taisho-era Tokyo while navigating the dangerous dark realm filled with demons. This remaster features revamped visuals, overhauled combat, full voice acting, a new UI, and expanded 3D environments, blending modern enhancements with classic gameplay. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $34, 35% off. The Atari 50 Game and DLC bundle is a journey through 50 years of game history, bundling Atari 50 The Anniversary Celebration with 3 expansions. The wider world of Atari adds more games, the first Console War covers Atari's rivalry with Intellivision, and the Namco Legendary Pack brings versions of Pac-Man, Galaga, Galaxian, Dig Dug, and Xevious with a timeline on Namco's history on Atari systems. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, and I'm not sure about trophy difficulty or time to platinum as it's such a small sample size. For $16, 35% off. Astrea 6-Sided Oracles is a dice deck-building roguelike swapping cards for dice, centered on a purification versus corruption system to save a star system consumed by chaos. Build a dice pool from 350 dice, forge die faces, and manipulate enemy rolls while weighing corruption against purification to unleash devastating abilities, choosing between 6 oracles, sentinels, over 170 blessings, and random events for fresh strategies each run. It's an 87 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $14, 30% off. Pipistrello and the Cursed Yoyo is a 2D platformer starring Pipit, a yo-yo master caught in a plot with his auntie's empire, a soul-stealing mega laser, and 4 crime bosses. Chain yo-yo tricks across 4 city districts, uncover secrets, solve action puzzles, and creatively take down enemies while collecting badges, upgrades, and treasures across over 1,000 screens of yo-yo parkour challenges with multiple solutions to many encounters. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $10, 65% off. The Invincible is a first-person sci-fi adventure where you play as astrobiologist Yasna, exploring Regis 3 in search of lost crewmates while confronting the brutal realities of evolution. Navigate a rich atom-punk world with analog technologies, drive across stunning landscapes, interact with humans and robots whose intentions aren't always clear, and make choices that influence the story across 11 possible endings. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.